Namaskar. Welcome everybody to Crop Production Technology series. With me, I have Mr. R. Madhavan, a farming expert who is doing his own farming since last 30 years. He's also an engineer. We have seen a very good views and lot of comments coming in. This is a question and answer session. So we have selected all the main questions. Madhavan sir, Namaskar and welcome to Crop Production Technology. Our farmers are waiting eagerly for all their answers. Next question is from Rohit Kumar. What is the effect on the crop and the soil by sowing on ridger through the ridger implement and sowing from planter to the plant surface? Rohit has asked another question. Sir, chisel can also control soil erosion? If yes, please explain. Another question from him. Water holding capacity can also increase by chisel. Is it so?
The first one, which I say, the ridger, another thing. See, ridger, mainly the advantages of the ridges are you can place the fertilizers in that zone where the root activities are maximum. I keep repeating, we have to take care of roots as well the canopy. We are not looking at the, the roots are, which is underneath buried. But unless that is taken care of well. In the ridger, when you are using a ridger and plain surface, in a ridger, you are creating an ambient system of moisture and air ratio, which is not possible for on a plain land. On a ridger, you have a lower end and higher end. Obviously, the moisture reaches to the lower level. That means creating airy zone where the roots are maximum working on feeding. So that's your first question, which you are asking about. The other one, which you are saying about sizzle. Sizzle soil control erosion. Yes, it is. And holding capacity very much. Say, for example, if you have a hard pan, and there's a good rain, there is going to be a surface runoff. The rain can wash away your topsoil. That's a soil erosion because the topsoil is very, very vital. You have to preserve it. By sizzling, what happens? The first rain, obviously, the water percolates down. It's not running away. You're controlling the erosion because of that. And water holding capacity, when you are sizzling to 3 feet or 4 feet or 5 feet, obviously, instead of surface runoff, the water is stored in the soil profile. Later, the crop getting into use to it, the action is called capillary action, like a straw. When the top surface dries, obviously the osmotic pressure, they call it. In a scientific term, it's called osmotic pressure. That means from lower end to the higher end of travel. How does that happen? Because of the capillary action of the soil. The soil receives the moisture from the bottom. So that means its holding capacity is increased. But holding capacity can only increase provided there is enough clay content in your soil. How do you know about that? Test your soil to find out what is your cation exchange capacity of your soil. That will give an indication of holding of your water and nutrient. To manage that, based on your soil test results, you can increase your holding capacity of your soil. Thank you very much.
Next question is from Bhakta Sahu. The problem of transplanting of paddy is too much. Can Escorts recommend any machine for this issue for farmers? Bhakta Sahu has another question as well. Sir, please focus on organic farming and don't go to fertilizer and pesticide region because it is very harmful to human beings nowadays. Similarly, Hemant Chaudhary has asked question. Sir, please make full episodes about organic farming in which information about nutrition value should be fulfilled. We don't know the right way of organic farming, so give detail and full fertility about soil and organic methods. We are also trying on organic farming for last 3 years, but we are not successful and are unable to encourage others to do organic farming. And another fact about organic farming is less market value for farmers. So give suggestion to improve conditions of soil, farmer and society of India.
Yes, Bhaktaji, yes, I completely agree on your statements, and I'm going to follow your questions. Now, first, let me see transplanting of paddy. I would suggest, recommend, why don't you go direct seeding? Try to go direct seeding. We will try to make a small episode separately for paddy direct seeding. I'm sure Mr. Harsha will give you some details on that at the end of the show on, when do we ready with that. That's the best way to go instead of transplanting. That means your problem is solved. Now, regarding the organic farming, I'm going to address to you and also to Hemant Ji. Hemant Ji is also asked the same question about organic. Now,
Correct.
what is organic farming is one shot. Plant cannot accept anything organic. Now you have the answer. That means when we are saying organic, we don't know what do you mean by organic, because plant can eat through ionization. What is ionization? Say, for example, if you put salt, plant cannot eat salt like us. They cannot put it in the mouth. So it has to be dissolved. Anything dissolved is called ionized. Anything dissolved is not organic. That's science. If you want to go a little more, please go through the science of aspect of organic and inorganic. Anything ionizes is inorganic. And the plant cannot accept anything organic. So that is clear, that one part. I'm just leaving that. Now, fertilizer and pesticides. What are fertilizers? Say, for example, if your child is weak or you're weak, you go to a doctor. And the doctor gives you what? Multivitamin. Right? And you swallow that very religiously and say, oh my God, that's wonderful. It's going to help you. But then that multivitamin name, I'm changing for the plant fertilizer. Now you are scaring away yourself. But when you take multivitamin, what is it contain? Please go to the multivitamin for human consumption and read that. It will say calcium, magnesium, boron, zinc, molybdenum, potash, phosphorus. Now what is all this? When you take, it is a nutrient. When I give that plant, it is poison. How do we accept this? Okay, that's one. And you're saying pesticides. Again, the same nomenclature. Nomenclature is name given. Unfortunate, but names are given in that way. Now, when you are sick, when you are not well, when you are unwell, when you are having a corona, we have to give you what? Antibiotics. When you are having some throat problem, what is your doctor? When your doctor inspects and then he gives you what? Antibiotics. What is antibiotics? Pesticides. But you are taking pesticide, and when a plant getting sick, you don't want plant to give medicines. You want the plant to suffer. And the plant is the only God which is giving us food. There is no other God that can give you food other than plants. So by taking care of the plant is more important than anything else. You have to take responsibility, judiciously use all the pesticides, because that will harm us and the environment. I'm not denying that. But by saying that, say for example, you are wiping your floor with the Lysol. That's a chemical, that's a pesticide. And you do that. You're not saying, no, I won't do it. And you're washing with soap. That's a chemical, that's a pesticide. But you're doing it. See, I'm not saying that you should not be doing it. I'm making, clearer to you to understand the difference between fertilizers and pesticide. Please don't mix them together. Fertilizers are food for plant. Pesticides are medicine for plants. Like humans, food is for us for nutrition, and medicines is to in case we get sick. But we try to avoid getting sick. How? Sanitation. Don't we take care of our sanitation? So similarly, we have to take care of sanitation for plants. But we are not doing it. That is why they are getting sick. And when they get sick, obviously we have to attend on it. And which is not right way to do it. That means the right way and right thinking should be judicious application of all these elements. And he has also mentioned very honestly, which I am very happy. I think Hemant Ji was saying organic farming for 3 years and we don't successfully encourage. Now, what does that indicate? You have the question and answer to you. That means plant cannot perform. It is like if you ask me to talk for 1 hour answering your questions, and if I am not eating well, I'll faint dead. I have to have the energy. I have to have the stamina. From where do I get it? Only what I am eating. And if I don't eat anything nutritionally, then how do I perform? Now, how does all the nutrient which you are supposed to get it from the plant material, because we all depend on plants one way or the other. Right? Without plants, we are dead. And plant depend on soil. Now, if we don't take care of the soil very well and say fertilizer is poison, then where do they get nutrients? I'll go a little more for you to understand. Yes, in nature it is possible. That system is called mineralization. Somebody can say yes, but mineralization, to take the minerals, it takes minimum 5,000 to 8,000 years that you have to wait in a plot to cultivate, so that the weathering can help you to improve the nutrient. Now, can we afford that? Stop. We can't. That means when we are harvesting crops, please remember all the time, I keep stressing to thousands of farmers who raise this question, which is actually ignorant only. I would say they are not actually unaware. They are unaware, but sometimes they are ignorant. So we just have to, enhance their ignorance. During, say, when you're harvesting paddy, you're harvesting wheat, you're harvesting capsicum, cabbage. What are you harvesting? You're not harvesting paddy. You are harvesting equal amount of nutrient from that soil. How do you replenish? How do you give it back? In what way you can give it back? Fertilizer is the one way of doing it. That means you cannot blankly apply a fertilizer. Soil test, find out how much you have withdrawn from the soil, apply that alone. That's it, not more. Then the performance of the crop is better. Your hazardous, safe handling of the material is also important. Pesticide is dangerous, but dangerous, everything is dangerous. Your antibiotic is also pesticide. Please remember, when you are putting antibiotic into your system, that is a pesticide. I'm stressing this, but you don't want to take pesticides. You want to avoid it. But for that, at that minute, you're in pain. Something has invaded in you. Some, harm bacteria has gone in. Doctor has, identified, and the doctor is giving you some medicine. That medicine is called pesticide. I think I've answered these two questions very clearly. That long question also to Hemant as well as to Bhakta Ji. Thank you.
Thank you so much. It was intense. Let's move to the next question. This is from Vikas Mandalo. His question is, Ridger is helpful in which all crops? Please comment.
All crops I would put it, including paddy, because I have tried in paddy also. Paddy, people all believe that it needs stagnation. Paddy needs moisture, excess moisture. No need to stagnate. And the moisture should be little more during panicle and grain setting stage. So I have grown paddy on Ridger. It's a very, very helpful in establishing crop. So you can use for any crop. When I say paddy, then the rest is there already. Cotton, sugarcane, and many, many advantages of Ridger is you can mechanize most of the operations. The human drudgery can be minimized, or human effort can be enhanced. You can make him to work a little ease by having equipments in place. But if you want equipments in place, the Ridger is the only way to go during cropping cycle.
Thank you so much, sir. This is like an eye opener, I guess, for a lot of farmers. Let's move to the next question. It is from Shiva Shankar. His question is very well said. Truth about nature, about the episode. Waiting for this kind of videos to improve my farming land. Sir, please explain each topic briefly. That will help everyone understand easily. Sir, explain about different type of nutrition should be present in the soil and which crop is suitable for which kind of soil.
I think you can read this in a most elaborate way. If I start explaining that, that's going to run in volumes. In short, I'll put it. What type of a soil? Any soil, anything can be grown. Please remember, agronomical condition is the main key. That means, unfortunately in India, say we don't have to worry about like other countries. We have a long growing season. So you have to address only during the monsoon, which can withstand, during cold, which can withstand. Most of the crops won't withstand in cold, but maybe in dormant, they can do it. So these are the things with which you have to look at, taking into consideration of the agronomical. The other one, nutrition. See, all plants requires nutrition, but it varies from crop to crop, plant to plant, depending on what you're trying to do. The good thing is taking a soil analysis should give you what is your soil contains first. Then the other things are already available. If it is a cereal crop which you're trying to grow, you need more of a phosphorus and potash to be addressed. If you are looking at crops like cotton or any other thing for quality purpose, that is taken care. Calcium is another important element. So all 13 plus element is needed, which I think I have briefly explained on my soil episode. Please watch that. Thank you, Shivashankarji.
Thank you so much, sir. Let's move to the next question. This is from Pravesh Kumar. As you said, weed is enemy for farmer. So how can we stop weed in our field before plantation? Is there any medicine or any process?
Yes, Praveshji, yes. You're right, weed is an enemy. When I say weed is an enemy, in a paddy crop, wheat is a weed. I think you all agree that. We don't want wheat plant on a paddy field or, vice versa. Now, how do you get rid of it? I would say don't weed. You will be surprised. By weeding, you're bringing more weeds. But then by not weeding, how can you be not weeding? Minimizing the weed seed bank. Don't allow the weed to go into seeds. Kill it before it. Then the weed seed bank will be very low. So by weeding, you are actually getting more weeds. Yes, that's very true. By weeding, what do you do? You are bringing up 7-inch soil to the top level. That means seed from a non-germinating zone to germinating zone. So from buried seed, you're bringing up to germinating zone. The moment you are weeding, the next seed will germinate. The next seed will germinate. So you keep on weeding, you keep on also sowing seeds. That means your first attack should be minimize the weed seed bank. That will take a couple of years to do that. Consistent effort is needed for that. And your bunds have to be clean. Don't have any weed seeds coming into it. The important source of weed seed getting into your farming area is organic matter. So find out the source from where you're getting the organic matter, because organic matter contains hell a lot of seed which your field might not have had it earlier. All of a sudden, the moment you apply a organic manure from some local dairy farmer and you apply it, you got the new seeds also along with the manure. That's a cycle, because the cows eat on those grasses, those seeds get ingested into their stomach and then thrown out in the in the fecal matter with the seed fermented beautifully, and it will germinate in your field. Now you see the cycle, how the weeds are coming in and why it is a problem. But we have wonderful tools like pre-emergence, post-emergence, selective and non-selective herbicides across in the market. You please select it depending on the crop to be used and type of weeds you have in your field, like whether it is a dicotyledon or a grassy seed or a nuttier seed. So these are the things that you have to look and select the material in the market which is available based on what is your problem. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Let's move to the next question. This is from Tushar Chaudhary. Where do I get soil collection tool?
We are coming out shortly on that, Tusharji. I think we will share this detail with you, and we will keep your contacts and give you the details how to get it. Normally, I think you can get it through even in Amazon. I think you are getting it, but I'm not sure whether you're able to get it. We will come back from Escorts shortly.
Thank you so much, sir. We will surely put the link where you can purchase this on your question itself. Let's move to the next question. This is from Shivashankar. His question is, sir, soil test element to be tested is not clear. Please show clearly in the next video.
Yes, please. I think we will show you that more clearly, and Mr. Harsha will help you to, maybe more focused or more clarity picture of that will be shown to you. Please take a note on that. Thank you.
Sure, sir. If possible, we will add it in this same video also. Next question is from Harish Yanugu. His question is, when we have to operate this implements, which crop does it help? Another question from Mr. Harish, how much road to road distance we have to maintain? Can you please explain about the implement setting regarding field preparation?
Harish ji, I'll explain all questions of yours. What are the implements? See, first you have to understand what is your crop which you're growing. Based on that, you have to keep all the equipments there. Tractor is a must, you see. Tractor is nothing but a power which can put number of tools attached to it. That means tractor is a default, fundamental. To a tractor, you can use sprayer, many other things. I think we have made an episode on this, all the implements which can be attached to a tractor. Please go through that. It will help you. Now, which crop? All the crop, it will help you. There is no crop that without a tractor, you can do it. So any crop, whatever you're growing, you're asking about the distance and how to maintain all that. See, population, that's called plant population per acre. Whether you're growing cotton or a cabbage, paddy, wheat, any crop. Now, as a farmer, you are already aware how much space that it is taking. Say, if you take a 1 acre of land, it is roughly about 43,560 square feet is an acre's area. Now this area has to be covered at least 90% of your crops productively, not only vegetatively. Productively, your field has to be covered with a sufficient number of crops. That will vary. I'm going to give you a small example. Now, number of crops in your area primarily depends. One is on the canopy of the crop. Second, soil fertility. Now, when I don't have a soil fertility, how can I have number of plants more? That means you have to improve your fertility along with your optimum population in your area, in your given 1 acre of land. Now this distance and also about your field preparation depending on type of your crops. I always recommend, keep in mind, even after planting, the tractor should get in for other operations like weeding, spraying, harvesting, or even, carrying back, bring back the produce. So all this is prepared in a land preparation. We have made an episode on land preparation. Please go through that once more. And if you have any further questions in that, I would be happy to answer it. Thank you very much for this now.
Thank you very much, Madhavan sir, for taking time in answering all the farmer questions. By this, we end our session of question and answers for the episode 1. Farmers, I would request more questions so that more clarity can be learned on this episodes. And also I would request, if you like these videos, please share with all the farmers and your friends and family. This is Crop Production Technology series, and this was episode 1 question and answer session. And ensure to click on the bell icon and subscribe the channel so that all the episodes, you will, without missing, you will watch them. Thank you very much.
Thank you.